in order to help a client experience that you hope to achieve be true, structure is important. You've got to put a process and a structure in place to make sure it's delivered. And there's something that you've been doing and that we've been doing since the very inception of the firm. And that's this thing called the Friday meeting of all of the bankers, right? Will you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, I'd love to. So that did start really at the beginning of, since inception of this bank and this firm.
It's never, you've never missed it.
No. And, you know, save for holidays and things of that. But, but yeah, it was something that Stephen Gordon started doing, you know. And
who's in the meeting?
Pretty much everybody, as far as who we are from a banking standpoint. So, you know, you've got your salespeople.
Yep.
You know, the
bankers.
So the client-facing, if you will. You have our processing team. You've got underwriting. You've got legal. A lot of different folks here.
So, if there's a snag in the process, as you said earlier, of delivering exactly what we've promised to the client, it can pretty much get resolved in the room.
It's absolutely.
Or everyone will know what they need to do.
Everybody will know.
The room.
Yeah. So Stephen started this, and you know, about 2 years ago, handed it over to me to run. Although Stephen sits right by my side during the meeting, but we have a lot of fun with this. And you know what? It's also an opportunity to bring people together in this firm. You know, we're all as far as you know. As far as what we do, we're all busy on our own deal flow. So it's important for us to know what other partners are doing.
Well, I want to talk about other partners for a second, because this idea of like, it fascinates me in this regard. How would you define a banker at Opus Bank? When you think of who a banker is at Opus Bank, how do you look at that?
Anyone who is employed here at Opus, okay? They are a banker. If you're in the IT department,
I'm laughing,
you are
but
a
then
banker.
what you say is absolutely true. But it's such a vast response, right? You're saying anyone who is a banker, anyone who's supporting a banker, anyone who touches the transaction, at Opus Bank we view them all as
and
bankers,
that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And that you nailed it with that, because everybody here in some way, shape, or form affects the transaction, the client experience. We all do it.
Yes.
So that's the definition of a banker here. And you know what? And everyone should wear that proudly. You know. And there was a time, I mean, you know, during the economic crisis where, you know, there was this sort of negative, you know, perception of being a banker. Well, you know what? We've gone back to the days of being proud of what we do. You know, because we make an impact. We really add value to our clients.